canceled my daughter's trip after I found out she was cheating on her boyfriend with his best friend. My daughter Celeste has been dating Luke for almost 3 years. This kid is absolutely devoted to her, works 2 jobs to buy her gifts, drives her everywhere, treats her like a princess. They were supposed to go to prom together, then head off to the same college in the fall. Celeste's senior trip to Costa Rica was supposed to be the highlight of her graduation. I'd already paid the $3,200 deposit, and she'd been planning it for months with her friends. Last Tuesday, I was cleaning Celeste's room when I found a shoebox under her bed. Inside were dozens of printed photos, the kind you don't want parents seeing. But what made my stomach drop wasn't just the photos. It was the handwritten notes on the back. Can't wait until Luke graduates and moves away for college. Then we can finally be together officially. Nathan. Luke's best friend since elementary school. I kept digging. There were movie ticket stubs, restaurant receipts, hotel key cards, all from dates when Celeste told us she was studying with girlfriends or working on school projects. She'd been living a double life for months. The worst part, Luke had been texting me about engagement ring shopping. This 18-year-old kid was ready to propose after graduation because he thought they were soulmates. When Celeste got home from study group that night, I was sitting at the kitchen table with the shoebox. "Mom, I can explain," she started, but I held up my hand. "Celeste, Luke called me today. He wanted advice on which ring you'd like best. He spent his entire savings account on you." Her face went white. "Mom, it's not what you think. It's exactly what I think. You're cheating on one of the most genuine people I've ever met with his best friend. You're destroying a friendship and a young man's heart simultaneously." She tried to justify it, said Luke was too clingy and that Nathan understood her better, said she was planning to break up with Luke after graduation anyway. So what was the harm in having some fun first? The harm, I told her, is that you're using someone who loves you as a placeholder while you sneak around with his best friend. That's not just cheating, that's psychological torture. I picked up her Costa Rica itinerary from the counter. "Your trip is canceled. You're grounded until you tell Luke the truth. You can't do that. Everyone's going. I'll be the only one left behind. You should have thought about consequences before you decided to betray someone who trusted you completely." She screamed that I was ruining her life, that it wasn't fair, that she was 18 and could make her own choices. "You're right," I said. "You can make your own choices, but I don't have to fund them, and I'm not going to finance a celebration for someone who treats people this badly." The next morning, Celeste tried a different approach. She came downstairs in tears, promising she'd break up with Nathan and focus on Luke. But I'd heard her on the phone the night before laughing with Nathan about how dramatic I was being. I called the travel company and canceled her trip, lost the deposit, but I didn't care. That afternoon, Luke showed up at our house with flowers for Celeste, having no idea what was coming. I watched through the window as Celeste told him she needed space before college. She couldn't even be honest. Luke was devastated, kept asking what he'd done wrong if he could fix it. Celeste just kept saying it wasn't his fault, which technically was true. The real kicker. 2 days later, Nathan posted a photo on Instagram of him and Celeste together at some fancy restaurant. Luke saw it and put the pieces together himself. He called me that night crying. "Mrs. Johnson, did you know?" I couldn't lie to him. "I found out recently, Luke. I'm so sorry. I was going to propose to her after graduation." He said, "I thought we were going to get married someday." My heart broke for this kid. "Luke, I know this hurts, but you deserve someone who chooses you every single day." Celeste isn't that person. Celeste's senior trip group left for Costa Rica yesterday. She watched from their Instagram stories as all her friends posted how excited they were for this trip. She keeps saying, "I'm the worst mother ever, that I've embarrassed her in front of everyone, that she'll never forgive me." But Luke texted me this morning.